much, then you style it.
And let's say I do that, and I say, you know, I want to see what this looks like with this new collection.
Exactly.
You go back,
Just go back and say,
it's very interactive. It's
and
very
if you find
interactive.
something that you like, you just say, that's what I want, buy me. And it goes straight to your shopping cart.
Okay. So, and I want to hit on the parties because what Cincy did with Cincy was they made it very simple for us to have basket parties and also hand that off, along with have home parties. This really will work phenomenally. This is really meant to be a home party business, and especially because you can do half price items and free products. So for someone who is really wanting a purse, but you can get a package for half price. 4 of the 6 you can get half price.
Oh yeah.
So 4 of those packages, and it's the same thing. $150 constitutes a party. So you guys highlight, hey, have a party. Why? I mean, it's great. I'd love for you to get the product. I want you to have it. But host a party. Get your closest girlfriends over. I'll bring the wine or whatever, or the balada, the dippables, whatever. And that way you get half price product and free product too. What woman's going to say no to that?
And I really just think it's hard to do a catalog party on this because you can't.
You need to be able to see how you can change it up and
Women
see.
want to touch.
Yes,
that.
yes.
They want to touch.
It's no different than when you're shopping at the mall for a purse. I mean, trust me, I've got it open. I'm digging through with my phone fit here, what will work, da da da. Yes.
Just like how we had Balada and Cincy, you can't combine them all together to get high price and all that.
They stand separate. Each company stands separate as far as parties are concerned, but when it comes to you, the consultant, it's one business mainstream for your PRV. Does that make sense? The company stands separate, so you need to have separate parties. You don't, when I say you need to have separate parties, you can do like an open house, do however many businesses of Cincy family you have, but the parties will stand alone. And so free and half price product goes for the Adele or the Grace Adele or the Velada or the Cincy, but you can't combine them to the PRV for one hostess. Does that make sense? Okay. So yes. Okay, Jess, what was your?
So let's say that I'm going to have a party. Okay?
Yes.
And I know I've had Cincy parties before, and I know we can't get anything that's over $40 for that free product or whatever.
Half price.
Half price. Can I get a leather purse for half price?
Yes.
Okay. That's a great way to market it, that they can get a leather purse for $100 instead of $200.
Yes, it's huge. So I mean that's.
Have y'all smelled the leather yet? I'm telling you, it's leather.
I mean, you smell it. So now the other thing is on the jewelry aspect. And here's what a lot of these questions pertaining to the jewelry. I'll tell you, the jewelry is made from zinc alloy. Okay. And there's a whole FAQ sheet under your resource tab on Grace Adele. Go to it. It is pages long, but it will answer a ton of questions about the products, where they're made, how they're made, the quality of the products, just like you asked. Hey, somebody with sensitivity to certain types of jewelry, will the jewelry tarnish, stuff like that. You go there and read that, because I won't go over all of that today, because honestly you can pull it up and read it on your own. But it is made of zinc alloy, just so you know.
And Sarah will still post.
Yes, sir, yes.
I have a question. I'm brand new to Cincy. This is week 1. I'm signed up under Cincy under somebody that does not sell Grace Adele. Right. If I decide to sell Grace Adele, do I have to sign up under somebody that does?
No. So, and
I just wanted to ask a question.
Perfect.
Although everybody's like, no! Oh, sorry.
You are part of the Cincy family group, okay? And so that is your umbrella, the Cincy family group. Right now we have 3 businesses that are mainstream under this umbrella, okay? So as a consultant of Cincy family group, I can sponsor anybody in any one of those businesses, even if I'm not a consultant for that business. Now, as a sponsor, you need to know, though, it is highly important, and it is one of Cincy's missions, and how we mentor and train and nurture our own recruits and how we sponsor them. So you as a consultant will still need to be knowledgeable about the products and the companies, even if you're not a consultant for that company. Does that make sense? So you can support your team. Doesn't mean you need to sign up and sell it if that's not what you choose to do, because it's not for everybody. Just means you still need to have that knowledge, because the more knowledge you have, the better your team can grow, whether it's through Grace Adele, Velada, or Cincy Fragrance. All right?
Thank you for answering that.
Hey, you're welcome. Sorry, I have my notes on my iPad, so I have to
have an example of that type of, like, what other company makes that type of jewelry? Because I'm like, what's zinc alloy?
Well, the big thing is, there's not lead, it's not lead based, that it's not, because a lot of people have already asked me, is this sterling silver? No.
And supposedly the posts are surgical steel.
Yes.
So you, I mean.
Nickel allergies or any of that kind of thing.
Right.
Yes.
This part, sorry, I already put my jewelry on. This part here is the zinc alloy. We'll let you know that if you're going to wear it, this is the last thing that you put on. So you put all your makeup and your hairspray and your perfume, and then you put this on, okay? Because that could destroy the coating that's on here, the perfume and all that stuff. But as far as the posts go, have y'all felt how light this is? Have y'all felt it?
Very
It's crazy, crazy light. It looks heavy, but it's crazy light. But this part is the surgical steel.
And that's what would, if it's not.
But this part is the zinc alloy down here.
All right. What I also want to talk to you about the jewelry is that there are jewelry bundles. Okay? If you will go under your resource tab for Grace Adele, they will also list the jewelry bundles. There are bundles that you can purchase of the different jewelry pieces. However, that is not something that one of my customers can just go online and purchase. That is something that can only be highlighted at the parties or a one-on-one with a consultant, because the consultant has to be the one to go ahead and put that in as an order in the workstation. Does that make sense?
It is not listed as a catalog. It is not.
No, the jewelry bundles are not in the catalog.
Correct.
It is,
Or on your workstation.
right,
No.
Your website.
You have to have a
Yeah.
party to be able to,
Website, yeah.
yeah.
yes, you have, that's what, yeah, you
I'm
have to
sorry.
have, I was like, what do you mean you're not on the workstation?
You can't buy it.
It has to be entered by the consultant. That is something through a party. That is a benefit of hosting a party, is that you can highlight these jewelry bundles. Go to your FAQ page under resources. It will list and show more of that. But I want you to have that knowledge, because really there's so much information there. There's no way I'm not going to read it, but that way you can see it yourself.
Is it something you can print off and put in the catalog?
It is on the resource tab, and you have to be a Grace Adele consultant to be able to pull it up. I will let you know though, I'm a very visual person, and it gives it like names like tendril, and it'll say you get it earrings, the bracelet, blah blah. So what I did was I went into the catalog, the Grace Adele catalog like this, and I can post it on Teen Sensations if you
Did
want.
you already do all that on Facebook and already put pictures of everything together?
Kinda. I took
In
this
Photoshop?
like this, and I made it this way, and it says Tendril Collection. So on here, if you were to buy everything, it would be like $175. I put like a star sticky thing on here, and I said, you know, $85 or whatever it is. Special,
Party special.
party special, you saved $25, and I laminated it, so I take it, I have my first party on the 26th, super stoked. So I want to have these so that they can pass around, because the sheet that they allow you to print out does not show them what they get. And so I made it because I'm super visual, so I wanted them to see. If you guys have ever been, you know, to a Cincy party where they do the stacking and they do like that, that's kind of this without putting it on them, so they can kind of see that they're getting a lot, because it does look like a lot when they're paying for some, you know, $125 or whatever.
I was gonna say, you could even take a catalog, take the catalog apart and put it in the page to make a binder.
Yeah.
And put it in the page.
That's basically what I did, and then I laminated it so I could take it to all my parties. I'm a laminating queen.
Before I did my party, and you can't do this at a party. When I just had, when I said come and touch and feel at my house, I had 3 people come to my house, and it was, they wanted to know more about the bundles. So we talked up the bundles. I sold the bundles because you can't use hostess rewards on the bundles. You can't get those with hostess rewards. They bought the bundles, and they used their hostess rewards to get the classic essentials. So they got their bag, clutch, and wallet half price after purchasing their jewelry.
Right.
It was bada bing, bada boom. But that's on an individual basis, because, you know, you can't, because you don't want to take away your hostess rewards from your hostess when you're actually at a party.
Right. What I also want to hit on is when you, same as Cincy, when you join Cincy or Velada, they also have what I call markers you can hit. You have the Shooting Star, the Trendsetter, and the Founder Circle. The Shooting Star is if you sell 500 in the first 15 days. Again, it stays the same as what Cincy has in place. If you sell 500 in the first 15 days, then you get the Shooting Star Award, which is 200 to 300.
There's a $200 or $300 package.
Yeah, so it just depends, and you can take part in that. The other thing is the Trendsetter Award, and this is the first, I don't know if y'all know this, but I believe we have 785 Grace Adele consultants, I think I just read in the newsletter.
Where?
Over 2,000.
Are we all? Okay. So over 2,000 Grace Adele consultants.
Do you know how few that is?
That's so little amount. So with the Trendsetter Award is the first 3,500 consultants to sponsor 3 new recruits that certify. Okay, and y'all know to certify is your first $1,000. When you hit your $1,000 in sale, you become a certified consultant. Okay, so when you sponsor 3 certified new consultants to Grace Adele, all right, it's the first 3,500. So considering that there's only 2,000 consultants that are selling Grace Adele, we all have a pretty good shot right now for those that have signed up.
They can't already be in the system.
No, it has to be new. Yes, brand new. So here's what you get. You get a Grace Adele signature limited edition purse that's designed by Heidi Thomas.
It's got all the little sayings on it.
Yes, it's really cool, okay? The Founder Circle, which is what I'm shooting for, because this is so stinking cool. And I'm not fashion oriented, but I like parties. So, if you hit the Founder Circle, the first 50 consultants to sponsor 10 new certified Grace Adele consultants, you earn a trip to Fashion Week in LA, a shopping trip, a purse, and a Founding Circle title, along with all the other cool stuff that comes along with that, business cards and all this. So you put that on your business card. So, you guys.
You go, Mama.
Just will be like, can I come?
I'm gonna be like, I'm the spouse.
So just know that you have an immense opportunity to go out and to